Hey everyone, Frank Chen here with REIClub.com, and the site you'll need as a real estate investor. Today's quick video, we're going to talk some home improvements that you can do to help increase your property value. Now, when rehabbing your home, it's really easy to kind of get caught up in the moment and splurge on things that you may not actually need, such as expensive light fixtures, marble countertops, authentic wood cabinets, fancy faucets. These are all really great, but you really have to consider, does it really fit your property, where it's located, and of course, your budget. Now, the first step before any rehab project is to first assess the neighborhood that your property is in, and then reference similar properties that are being sold in that area and kind of see what updates they have made. Now, what I've done is I've actually pinpointed some focus areas that you can get the best bang for your buck. And to start off, we're going to talk about the kitchen. This is the heart of the house. And what you're focusing on is counter and cabinet space. Now, if you have room for an island, I encourage you to install one because it not only does it add counter space, it also includes cabinet space. Now, if you have existing cabinets that are maybe a little bit worn down, rather than replacing, see if you can first sand them down, refinish, and restain them, because that'll definitely make them look newer. And of course, you can always replace the handles and knobs. Home Depot has options for the really cheap to really expensive, I don't want to say really expensive ones. And they're pretty nice, so you can kind of play around with that. Now, if by chance you have to actually replace your cabinets, rather than immediately going to retail first, find a wholesaler. These are people who have older designs that are completely new, but because the newer designs are out, they can offer it at a discount. You can simply paint and stain them yourself to save on those labor costs, and it's, like I said, a really cheap alternative. As for your kitchen, we definitely encourage you to repaint or re-wallpaper, whatever you prefer, or even re-floor. Such as hardwood or tile for the kitchen, and if you can't afford that, you can do vinyl or laminate. These have vinyl that looks like real tile, and you have laminate that looks like real wood floor, okay? As for your appliances, you want to look at stainless steel. It is the new standard. It's what people expect, so you definitely don't want to let them down there. Start also looking into deep sinks in your kitchen. I like it. Creates a lot more openness. It's not more clutter when dishes gather up. I like them a lot, okay? And they go really great with what's next, your countertops. There's a lot out there, but what I like the most are granite. They kind of mimic marble. They're cheaper, and it has that fresh, clean look, okay? Next thing you should focus on, guys, are the bathrooms. If you can, re-grout and re-caulk your bathrooms. No mold, no mildew, of course. And if you don't know how, they actually have free classes that you can take at Home Depot. And they even have simple-to-use grouting kits. Of course, if you need, you can retile your bathroom if you can afford to do so. That's not really expensive as well. You can actually create new patterns. It's a really great way to make your bathrooms pop, okay? You do want to invest in nice vanities, mirrors, tile your floor, and if you can't afford tile, think about vinyl or the ones that look like tile. And if your house can permit this, you want to think about adding an extra bathroom, and especially if you have a house that only has one bathroom. Adding an extra bathroom will definitely improve on the value of your home by quite a bit. Now, next thing we want to talk about is growing in popularity are green home improvements. So that's things you can do, such as weather stripping or caulking your windows, programmable thermostats, tinted windows, lower flush per gallon toilets. Ask your local handyman shops and kind of see, what alternatives you can take. Because you understand that properties are an investment and it's a long-term savings, okay? You can save a few $100 every year. It's a huge and very powerful selling point. Another thing you do is if you have to replace any doors rather than go retail, go to Habitat and Goodwill. They have really great options for you and they're pretty cheap as well. Like I said, it's better than going retail. Next thing we want to talk about are room conversions. It's a great way to increase your square footage. If you have a garage, attic, or basement, I encourage you to look and see if you can actually convert those into additional rooms. If you have one room to spare, think about creating an office, install some shelving. Young professionals looking to buy homes, people who have jobs, like to have their own personal space in their home where they can do work, okay? So it's a strong selling point as well. Another thing we want to talk about is creating new space. What that means, if there's a wall that you can actually knock down that doesn't hurt the integrity of the home, that can make the living room look bigger or maybe make the kitchen bigger. We definitely encourage you to do that as well because it'll help improve the value. Next thing is landscaping, guys. This is mostly for curb appeal. It's probably the last on your list of things to do. And you want to save a little bit of budget for this, but it doesn't take too much to add a lot of value here as well. A little simple pattern with some bricks out, some mulch, some shrubberies, a rose bush here and there, and a simple garden in the back is just great eye candy. But like I said, guys, it doesn't take very much to go a long way with your landscaping. You just want to make sure it looks clean and fresh. As for painting, of course, if you're able to repaint your home and get that fresh paint smell, that's always a plus. It's very important that you sure to cover up your holes in the walls from previous paintings. You can dust the walls down first with a broom or power wash the exterior before painting. That way your paint will stay much longer, at least like a year to 2 years. Otherwise, it'll start chipping and falling off within 30 to 90 days. It's a pretty expensive lesson. The last thing I want to cover, guys, are updates and replacements. Drywall texture. If you're still working with popcorn texture, guys, it's incredibly outdated. It's a pain in the butt to take down, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. You know, I like orange peel and knockdown. There's some pretty popular ones I've used in some properties in the past. If you have leftover budget, think about updating your fixtures, your ceiling fans, and your mini blinds, okay? There's a lot of fun options out there. And I know that Home Depot sometimes have these sales where they actually reduce the price of some really nice like Hunter ceiling fans. So understand, guys, yes, home improvements can be costly, but there are many alternatives that you can take to reduce those costs while improving and increasing the value of your home. You know, by focusing on the kitchen and the master bath and remaining bathrooms first, you can actually recoup a lot of the costs here, because that's where a lot of the selling points come from. So that's how important they are. You know, you want to focus on the painting and landscaping. If you have extra budget, of course, the cosmetics like fixtures and ceiling fans. Again, guys, this is Frank Chen with REIClub.com. I know I went through this rather quick, a lot of information, but you know, I hope this video was helpful for you. Do me a favor, leave comments below about what you thought about it. Click the like button if you, because it really does help us out. But more importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep you informed. Brand new videos are posted every week. As usual, guys, thank you so much for your time and continued support. I look forward to talking to you next week. Take care, good investing, and bye-bye.